Well, hello, ladies. Welcome to our Wednesday night free necklace call. I'm super excited. I actually do this for our entire team, and sometimes we have 5 people, sometimes we have 2 people. But I'm looking at our 3 guests, Ashley, Barbara, and Tarina. You're all my friends. That never happens. So I'm excited that I get to share with my 3 friends. So I appreciate you girls being here tonight. I know all of you have heard the Park Lane marketing presentation from somewhere or else. Might have been through me, or I think Barbara heard Jill Ross do it. But I think you all can tell I'm kind of loving it. It's pretty amazing and fun. And hey, Larissa, I see you just jumped on. So tonight I'm going to share my favorite way to share is the 3 Ps, because that helps me stay on track and cover all the good things about Park Lane without me totally going down a rabbit trail. For those of you that watch this recording later that I don't know, my name's Carolyn, and I've been a Park Lane stylist for 10 months now. I was with my former jewelry company for almost 18 years. And when they announced they were closing at the end of 2020, I cried buckets of tears. Like my husband had to hold me and pat my back as I ugly faced cried on him. Because even though my business had slowed down in the last few years, and it wasn't like I was going to go broke without it, I just loved the community, and I loved the relationships that I had built with my friends, my hostesses, my customers, and I thought all of that was going to go away. And so I was really sad, but I thought, well, I guess it's time for me to go into real estate or something like that. But some of my friends had joined Park Lane, and at first I totally turned my nose up at it because I thought what I had was the best thing ever. And then when I learned more about Park Lane, I thought, wow, could that be for real? Like, it sounds too good to be true. But then I learned more and I learned more. And 3 days later, I signed up because all the programs they offer are amazing. And so that's kind of what I'm going to cover. In the 3 Ps, I'm going to tell you about the people of Park Lane, the product, and the programs. So a little bit about the people. They were started by Arthur and Shirley Levine in 1955. And Arthur and Shirley were 16 and 19-year-old newlyweds. I have 2 children. You may not know this about me. I have 2 teenage boys. They are 16 and 19 right now. I cannot imagine either one of them, 1, getting married, or 2, starting a business that turned into a worldwide thing. But Shirley had this desire to enrich lives and to help mothers be able to provide significant income for their families. And back then, there were not a lot of options for women. I mean, we have it so good nowadays. I mean, women, we really do. I know there are certain workplaces where we may still feel like men get a better deal. I don't know. It's different for everyone. But when you compare what we have now back to the 50s, we have it really good. But we all still want like that time freedom. We want something that pours into us and fills up our love tank and brings us joy. And I really have found that with Park Lane. So Shirley, she starts this little jewelry business back then. It grows and grows. Pretty soon they've got different franchises in other countries opening up. And then in the early 2000s, 3 of their children bought it from them. So the second generation has handled this company very well. They're debt-free, they're cash rich. They only keep 2% of the profit from the company, and the rest they pour back into the programs for us and for our customers. And then on top of that, we already have the 3rd generation working in the home office and doing the marketing. They did these drawings the other day for Shirley Levine's birthday, and all of her grandkids who work for the home office were the ones doing the drawings on the video. And it was just really cool to see how a successful family-owned business has carried through and maintained, especially through the last year and a half, because we can all face it, the last year and a half's been a little weird. I don't care where you work, it's been weird. And through the pandemic, tons of retail stores have closed, lots of direct sales companies have closed. And in the year 2020, Park Lane had their biggest year ever because they did such a good job pivoting to the online platform. Our website's amazing. I'm looking at the girls that are on here. You all know how the sale works. And you've all experienced it, and it is just incredible. So while everybody else was struggling, Park Lane had their best year ever. So that just tells me about the solidity of this company and gives me confidence in them, which after having my former company close, that is really important to me. So that's a little bit about the people, a little bit about the product. I mean, do I need to say more? It's jewelry. We love it. What I love about jewelry is when you are selling jewelry, you don't have to convince people to stop taking this pill and start taking this pill. Stop eating this food, start eating this food. Stop using this product on your face and start using this product. No, they can keep all their jewelry. They can still buy jewelry everywhere else. But if you're carrying something that they like and it's priced right, they will buy it. So there's no brand loyalty to deal with. Park Lane has a full service jewelry line. We have the dainty delicates, we have the chunkier stuff, we have the career wear, we have the sparkly stuff, we have boho. I mean, there really is something for every age and stage of your life and for every style. And we have a wide variety of prices. We have things that start at $20, they go all the way up to $200. But you all know that nobody pays $200 for anything because they're either going to get that as a half price item or they're going to get it as a $30 bonus item, which I'll explain in a little bit when I get to the programs. All the jewelry has an unconditional guarantee. So your friends can have complete confidence when they purchase from you that if anything ever breaks, Park Lane replaces it. In the first 120 days, it's free. And this is even if they break it themselves. It's a no exclusion guarantee. They will replace it for free in that first 4 months. And then after 4 months, they replace it for $10 plus shipping. So their guarantee is just incredible. I love that they replace it even if you break it yourself. My former company, it had to be a manufacturing defect. And people would bring me something that had been exploded into like 1,000 pieces. And they're like, it just broke. I don't know what happened. Like, okay, sure it did. But in Park Lane, I can send it back and they will replace it. I love that we do not have to stock inventory. So if you've seen any of my videos, you know I own a lot of the jewelry, but that's my personal jewelry. I get to wear it and show it, and then people order whatever they want and it ships directly to them. So I don't make deliveries, and I'm not trying to think, oh, I should get 6 of these influencer necklaces because it's going to be really hot. And then I get stuck with 4 of them. I just have whatever I purchased in my kit. And I will tell you, I got the big kit when I got started, and all of my pieces from the big kit from back in December still look fantastic. And then after that, I've won a ton of other free jewelry, which again, I'll get to when we talk about the programs. So I guess that's pretty much all I want to say about the product, other than the only downside to our guarantee is it will totally spoil you. You will wish that every store offered a guarantee like this. But let's talk about the programs, because this is my favorite part. Like, you can even tell when I'm talking about all the other stuff, I keep wanting to talk about the sales and the programs because they are amazing. So first of all, let's talk about what they do for your customers, because you don't have a business without customers. And in my former company, you almost didn't have a business without shows. But now, because Park Lane has such an amazing customer special, I have business even when I'm not having shows, because 365 days of the year, Park Lane offers your customers, they can purchase any 2 items at full price, and then they can get 4 items at half price. So they only pay full price for the 2 least expensive items, and then they can get the 4 more expensive items at half price. Who does that? Nobody does that. That would be like going to your favorite department store, and I think a number of you have heard me say this many times, and buying 2 pairs of socks and then getting to go to the designer handbag section or the shoes section and getting 4 half price items. That is so exciting when you're shopping as a customer. But for you as the stylist, those half price items, you still make your commission off of those half price items. So it's not like you're only making commission off of the 2 cheapest items. Whatever they spend on those least expensive items, plus what they spend on the half price items, you make your commission off of that full dollar amount, which is amazing. And on top of that, Park Lane usually has an extra special, like this week, when they spend $90 on their full and their half price jewelry. The whole time I've been in, $90 unlocks free shipping for them. I don't know if that's going to be a forever thing, but for the last 10 months, they've gotten free shipping at $90. And they've also been able to go back and get a bonus item, which can be anything up to $200 for only $30. So when they're shopping, they're getting to pick out like $300 or $400 worth of jewelry, and they're only spending like $120. And what I have found is this has increased my repeat business by, I don't know, tenfold, 100-fold. I have some ladies who, I won't call out any names, who sometimes shop multiple times a month because Park Lane will change the specials. And then they'll also have what they call style drops, which is so cool. There are these, I don't have a style drop on right now, but there might be some really fashion forward item that is not going to be in our catalog, and we only have a limited amount of them. And let's say this necklace retails, it's like an $80 value. And this week, when you spend $40, you can get it for $20. Now, we don't make any money off the $20 item because it's so deeply discounted, but it gives you a reason to go back out on social media or wherever you connect with your people. And Park Lane makes graphics for us. We don't have to be a graphic designer to do this. You can post the pictures. Oftentimes you will have already earned that piece for free the previous month, and you may have it to show yourself, but you can post those pictures, and then people are always coming back and they're ordering because these are sought after items. Our style drops, I have learned, are kind of like trading cards for women because they sell out, they're limited. And then once they're gone, everybody's like, oh my gosh, I wish I had gotten that. And I even see some of our style drops sell for more later because somebody, a stylist wanted it who didn't get it. And then she'll pay double to get it. It's crazy. I've never seen jewelry like fashion jewelry appreciate in value, but our Park Lane style drops do. So it's just so fun the way they do all of these programs for our customers. Now, hostesses, they do totally spoil our hostesses. And I believe that the customer special and the hostess program work hand in hand together, because when somebody sees how good the customer specials are, they think, oh, well, I'd like to have some friends over or do a virtual show because my friends would love this sale. Don't you all love to tell your friends when you find a good sale? I mean, I'm like, I could be at Walmart and they could have a deal on razor blades. And if they were half price and they're the brand that I use, I mean, I'm going to call and I'm going to tell my mom and my sisters that our favorite razor blades are on sale. So women love to share a good deal. So a lot of them are scheduling shows because of this. But on top of their friends getting to shop this amazing deal, Park Lane totally spoils the hostesses. When they host a show, they get to pick out a thank you item, which can be any item in our entire collection. It's, as long as it's not over $200, which very few things are over $200. I haven't seen anything new come out that's over $200. There's some old stuff on the website that has been there for probably eons that might be over $200. But the deal for a hostess is she can pick out a $200 item for $30. She also gets free credit for every single person who orders from her show. So it's $20 per order until she gets to 10 orders. And what I love is it doesn't matter how big or small the order is. So she may have a friend come, they can only spend $20, and Park Lane will still give her a $20 shopping credit for that one $20 order. And then the magic happens when her show reaches 10 orders, which with the power of the internet, 10 orders is really easy because you can reach your friends far and wide. And with 10 orders, it doubles to $40 per order. So our hostesses get $400 in free jewelry when they hit 10 orders. They also get to shop at half price. So you can see how like hosting a show totally pays off because you're getting the free, you're getting the thank you item for $30, you get 4 half price items. And then on top of that, what I love is that Park Lane gives us each 2 $50 bonuses that we can choose to award to our hostesses at our discretion. So you might say, well, I'll give you $50 if you have 10 people at your house, or I'll give you $50 if you have 15 people watching live with us, or I'll give you $50 if you get 3 orders before your show. You know, you can use it to incentivize her however you want, or maybe it's to get extra bookings for you because you need more shows on your calendar. And then when we award those $50 bonuses, we just pay $10 a piece. That is such a good value. So I love that we have that to use. It's just a very strategic tool. Let me think if I'm missing anything on my hostesses. I don't think I am. I totally spoil my hostesses because they are the heart of my business. Because when you have a show and they're really trying to get you 10 orders, that's like 10 plus new people that you get to talk to that will potentially book with you, join your VIP group, become your new best friend. I mean, my business has grown over the years through shows, because when I started all those years ago in direct sales, I seriously had the tiniest circle. I had my mom have a show for me. I had 2 friends from church, and then my husband's ex-boss's wife had a show for me. I think it was actually 3 friends from church. I know I started with 5 people, but from those shows, women always wanted to get free product. They like gathering their girlfriends, and it has just grown and grown and grown. And now it's just even better because Parklane's programs are so good. So that's a little bit about our customers and our hostesses. Now let's talk about what they do for you as a stylist and what they do for us. They just totally spoil you. It's amazing. So first of all, they have this great fundraiser program. I think I've done 5 of them now. If you do a fundraiser for a 501c3 nonprofit organization, Parklane will donate 50% of those sales straight back to that organization, and they will still pay you your commission out of the other 50%. So you are going to make half of what you would have made if it was a full-blown show. But think of how much Parklane is giving away. They're giving away half, and then they're still paying you commission. So that is incredible, and it enables you to help a lot of people. And these can be very passive fundraisers, or they can be in-person events that you do. They could just be the shopping link that you set up. That person goes, gathers the orders, sends out emails, does Facebook posts, and then boom, you close it, you get paid. Or you could do a whole Facebook event for them. It's really however you want to do it. They also have 2 travel trips a year that you can earn. In the spring, Jamie and I earned a trip to Key West for the 2 of us. And I am like this close to earning my first trip to Aruba. And hopefully by the end of November, I will have earned his trip also. And we have or actually by the end of October, we'll see. But I love with their travel trips, they cover your airfare, your hotel, it's all inclusive. So you just drive yourself to the nearest airport and boom, there you go. They usually have a European like sightseeing kind of a trip once a year, but that's been a little not happening because of the pandemic. But hopefully within the next year or 2, we'll get back to that, and we'll have one that's toes in the sand and one that's more of a European sightseeing vacation. They also have a program called Rich Rewards Club, which is how I have earned most of my jewelry. I started with a kit, and then every single month you can earn over $1,100 in free jewelry just by selling jewelry or recruiting friends. So it's not just for new stylists. My former company, there was something as a new stylist you could earn. And then there were some other programs you could earn, but they took a lot longer. And every single month in Park Lane, you can earn this $1,100 in free jewelry. Plus, you can be your own hostess of as many shows as you want. And if you just think about that, collecting orders from your friends, and every time you get to 10 orders, you get $400 in free jewelry on top of your commission. It's the smart way to shop. It's the smart way to do business. And it makes it to where you can be really generous also. Barbara just won a drawing. I can't even remember for what. Ashley has won drawings. I'm trying to think. I think Larissa won drawings, but now Larissa's a stylist. Tarina has won a drawing from me, and I get to just like give away free jewelry like I'm at a parade, and it's so fun. So I love that we are able to be generous because Park Lane is so generous. So let's talk about how you make money. Everyone in Park Lane makes at least 30% commission. That is like the baseline. Some companies, that's what you work up to, but in Park Lane, you start at 30% and you can work your way up to where you're actually making 50% of your sales. And what I love in Park Lane is when you do promote, you never go backwards. And if you've ever been a leader in a former direct sales company, or maybe you're a leader in one now, they will honor your leadership experience and they'll interview you and bring you over at a comparable level. So you might already come in making 40% or 45%. And that's what they did for me because I had a team in Premier. Oh, I've been trying to say former company because at the beginning, we were all talking about Premier so much. But there, I said it. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh, and whatever level you're at, you never go backwards. So if you have a rough year, you're not going to get demoted. You're not going to lose your title. You're not going to make less. You always get to keep whatever level you have earned, which is really nice because I've done the roller coaster thing before and it doesn't feel very good. So what else do we want to tell you? Oh, when you build a team, which is totally optional, but when you build a team, you get paid infinitely deep. And the cool thing is, even if you don't want to build a team, like maybe you think, I just want to sell this jewelry to my friends and family, you can totally do that and make good income. Plus, you can earn trips and free jewelry. But if you just bring in one friend, one running buddy with you, that will can promote you to a branch director, which already gets you your first 5% pay increase. So you can actually work your way up the compensation plan really easily. Let's see, there's lots of other bonus programs. I couldn't even go into all of them because I would confuse you, but just know that you can double dip in all of them. So there's this Mercedes car bonus plan that I threw the brochure away for when I got my kit, because I thought I'm not going to ever win a Mercedes. I was just trying to win the free jewelry every month. And then a month in, maybe a month and a half in, somebody had earned the Mercedes, and I looked at the brochure online and I was like, I saw those numbers. I was like, I think I've sold that many. I think I've recruited that many. And I looked and I had. So I accidentally earned the Mercedes car program. And you can either take the car or you can take the cash buyout. I'm practical, so I took the cash. It helps pay for our health insurance because in March, I quit my full-time job and I just sell Park Lane now. And I have so much fun because I get to work from home. I get to go fishing with my son whenever I want. Maybe not whenever I want, because I do still work. But it's just been amazing. And that's the same with the trip. If there's ever a trip that you can't go on, maybe someone in your family is getting married and you can't make it to Aruba, you can cash out on the trip. And Park Lane, they're just all about rewarding you. And it's not, they're more incentive based than they are quota based. We don't have any quotas in Park Lane. So if you just want to sell jewelry, like as people compliment you, you can do that. The only time there is anything kind of like a quota is if you build a team and you want to get paid from what your team is doing, you have to sell at least $500 worth of jewelry a month yourself, which in our former company, it was a little more than that. And $500 a month is like 3 orders usually, because women love shopping the sale. Let's see here. I already said you can double, triple, quadruple dip. Okay, so let's talk about your starter kits. We have 3 different kit levels that you can come in at. They all include your website for a full year. Really the only difference is how much jewelry it comes with. So our presidential kit is our largest kit, and it is only $639. And you get to pick out $2,500 worth of jewelry, which I can tell you from experience is a lot of fun. It comes with a tablecloth, some travel jewelry bags, a ring sizer, and a little tote bag. Now, if you're thinking, holy smokes, Carolyn, I'm not going to spend $600 on jewelry, that is totally okay. You can do the mid-level kit, which is called the standard kit. It's $229. And with that, it still comes with the tablecloth, the ring sizers, all that stuff. And you get to pick out $1,000 worth of jewelry, which is still a lot of fun to pick out. Or maybe you're on here and you're like my friend Barbara, I'm just gonna call you out, and you have got you own most of the catalog already. You could get started with just the $99 kit. It's called our Quick Start Kit. It typically comes with $99 worth of jewelry, but through midnight tonight, I don't know if they'll extend it or not, but I know through midnight tonight, you can actually get $500 worth of jewelry with our Quick Start package. And it does not come with the tablecloth or the ring sizers. So it's just the jewelry, but I'm thinking $500 worth of jewelry for $99. That's a pretty good deal. Now, if you don't already have a ton of Park Lane jewelry, I would recommend that you at least get the standard kit, because we can get you a lot of free jewelry at your launch party. And as you do more shows and you earn Rich Rewards Club, you can build your collection. But if you start and all you own is $500 worth of jewelry, you will really wish you had more. So I would recommend, if you can afford it, that you do the standard kit or the presidential kit. And then every year you choose to stay in, all you pay is $99 to renew your website. That's it. You don't have to order more jewelry because you've probably earned so much free jewelry. You're keeping up with the times from that anyways. And the cool thing, I have people ask me this question a lot. They're like, well, what discount do you get on your jewelry? The best way for us to get our jewelry is to shop as a customer, because we shop as a customer on a show that's in our name. So we get to max out the customer specials, where we get the $200 items for $30. We get the 2 cheap full price items and the 4 half price items, and we make our commission back on all of that. And then that's on a show that's in our name. So from that order, we're also getting another $40 free in hostess credit. So we end up getting our jewelry for like 70 to 90% off, just depending on what size order you place and if your show reaches 10 orders, things like that. But we get our jewelry for such a good deal when you actually buy it. But you can win it free so many different ways that you're oftentimes not buying any jewelry. So if this has interested you at all, if you're watching the replay, just make sure you get the survey from your stylist who invited you, because just for filling out that survey, we do a drawing for a free necklace, and you want to make sure you fill it out by tomorrow at midnight. I'm going to paste the survey link in the chat right now, but then all of my friends that are on here, I'm going to go ahead and message you that survey link as soon as we get off of here. And then I'm going to stop the recording here in just a second, so all you girls that are on live can ask questions without having to worry about being on a recording. So I just want to look, the last thing I have to say, the survey will ask you for a keyword just to make sure you actually watched the video. And this week, our keyword is going to be Aruba, because I have Aruba on brain. So make sure you have that for your keyword on this survey. And I'm going to stop the recording now,